Greetings, Rebel fans. Welcome, everybody, to Let's Run Live. This is your pregame show. It's going to be pretty brief today as I get ready to head down to Allegiant Stadium to watch the UNLV 2025 football team kick off against the Idaho State Bengals. Going to give you 5 storylines to look for. This is the Let's Run podcast. Everybody, welcome to the show today. Going to be very brief as I got to get in my car and head down there. Not a ton to talk about pregame because there's so many unknowns about this coming. There's a lot we don't know. We don't really know what the rotation is going to look like. We don't quite know what the offense is going to look like. How the quarterbacks are going to be played is going to be very interesting. Go ahead and if you are in the live stream, although I imagine, again, everybody's trying to get down to the stadium right now. I just kind of wanted to get something out to kind of hold people over. Go ahead and leave your comments, your predictions in the comment section. Respond to this live stream with your predictions. Do you think we're going to cover? The line is up to almost 30. I think it's over 30. I think it's like 30 and a half now. And so the sports books have been getting a lot of action and have ultimately have boosted the UNLV's line a little bit here, which I think is really interesting. I don't quite know what to make of this game. I do expect the Rebels to win. I expect it to be a very comfortable margin. Something, along the lines of 3 to 5 scores is probably the most likely outcome. But I think when you're this new into a game and a team and a coach and a system, yeah, here we go. Hey, everybody, make sure that you are signing up for X Factor Rebel put out a really great new Discord that we can all use to chat during games and during live streams and stuff. And I think it's a really cool platform that he spent some time building. I think it's on your is it on your description, man? I think that's a really good place to have some Rebel conversation. So go ahead and check his page out and subscribe and get into his Discord because I think it's a very good kind of replacement. It's called RebelNet Revival or something, which I think is a good idea. So appreciate you, man. Hopefully everybody signs up for your Discord, and for the Rebel Discord. It's kind of supposed to replace RebelNet is his idea, which I think is a really good and admirable thing. I was a RebelNet user myself, although I didn't start commenting really on it until later. But I miss RebelNet the boards. So I wanted to give you all 5 or 6 storylines from this game to watch for going into it. I think I'm going to go with 5. 5 things that I want to see. And again, guys, please leave your score predictions there in the chat, what you think we're going to do. It's 30 and a half or something. I think that's the line. And so leave your score predictions. Do you think we're going to cover? I'm a little worried about covering, to be honest with you, because I feel like it's a big number. And, when you look at sports books, they're trying to get people to bet on the game. They're trying to get people to bet the over because they're emotional about their team or because there's overconfidence about something like, Coach Mullen, or they're trying to get people to bet the under because they're, it's basically, it's 30 and a half right now, I think is the line number. And so point number 1 that I want to say is kind of the biggest thing that I'm looking for. What is the environment like? What is the atmosphere like in Allegiant Stadium? How many people are there? Do we get over 30,000? That's certainly, I'm sure, the goal. However, you have to understand that this was a rescheduled game. It's late August. People are, just ending summer. Some people are just going back to school. So I can't say I expect a massive crowd today, especially for a rescheduled game against a FCS opponent. However, I do think it'll be bigger than last year's FCS game that we had. I believe last year we played Dixie State. And so I want to know kind of what, because Dan Mullen has talked about this in his pregame shows, kind of what is the atmosphere that Mullen is trying to build here. He's talked about, the walkout song, the walkout environment. They said, I think they're adding some new kind of tricks and effects and stuff for when our team comes out of the tunnel. So I'm going to be looking for that. I'm going to be looking for the crowd reaction. I'm going to be looking for how people cheer and react to Coach Mullen being introduced. And by the way, I've been saving this shirt for a year. Let me show you guys. This is pretty fun. I've been saving this shirt for a year. It is from our 2024 LA Bowl champions. My mom got me this shirt off of like Temu or something, and I don't even think it'll last more than one wear. So I've been saving it because I was like, I'm only going to get to wear it once, and I said I was going to wear it for the home opener. which I originally thought was going to be UCLA. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I got this LA Bowl champion 2024 shirt that's really cheap. It feels like the minute I wash this thing, this material is just gonna fall off the shirt. But that's thing number one. I kind of want to know what the atmosphere is going to be like. If you are down there, I should be down down to Allegiance in about 20 or 30 minutes or so after the end of this live stream. If you're still around, please feel free to DM me. I'd love to come up and shake your hand at the game. I'd love to talk to you. I will come to whatever part of the stadium you're in, and I'll come talk to you. Just let me know. I'd love to meet you. And I'm I have a fan podcast. This is I'm not a credentialed media member. I don't want to be. I want to be with you in the stands cheering for our team. When you're a media member, often you have to kind of be in a box, and I don't want to do that. And I don't think they would want me to either, to be honest, with some of the takes that I have. So that's point number one. What is the atmosphere like? Are we cheering in the first quarter, especially because I imagine the game could get out of hand pretty quickly? I want to know what the environment is like inside of Allegiant Stadium. The next thing that I think is, sorry, give me one sec. One moment, guys. The next thing that I want to know, and it's probably the biggest question that we have, is ultimately what's going to happen with the quarterback situation. And who starts? I believe Calandria is going to start, from what we can tell. And that seems to be the trend here. I am pretty sure. I think we'll get starting quarterback about half an hour before the start of the game. And so I would imagine that Calandria will be the starter. Orgy, it's open. Orgy will get time probably starting in the halfway through the second quarter. And then I think that Cam Friel might get the fourth quarter depending on the score. And so ultimately, I feel pretty confident that is where the team will go. I'm really interested to see what types of plays Coach Mullen runs for each player. Is he going to be is he going to be aggressive in the run game with Orgy? Is he going to let Orgy throw the ball downfield to see what Orgy's capable of? Is he going to let Calandria kind of run around in the pocket? That's a big question. And I don't quite know what to expect here. And so, guys, if you give me 1 second. Doors open, Dad. One moment, Dad. I'm coming. Just finishing. And so ultimately, what do I expect? I expect Calandria to throw the ball downfield a couple of times, but I think that we're going to be running the ball a ton. And Mullen's going to be trying to see who has command and flow of the offense and the offensive system. Those are going to be kind of the biggest kind of moments or takeaways that I'm going to get from the quarterback battle. Who's playing what? What position are they playing? What type of plays are they running for each quarterback? That's kind of the big thing. The last thing that I'll get into, and then we're going to cut this pretty short. The last thing I'm going to get to is, what does the defense look like? Can the secondary, because Idaho State will take shots downfield. They're very turnover. They like to force a lot of turnovers. Is the defense going to hold up? Are they going to be strong? Are they going to be weak? Are they going to mess up coverages in the backfield? I'm really interested in all of that because I don't quite know what to expect from this defense. It looks like we should get some twos and threes getting a lot of time, especially on the defensive side. But are they going to kind of have blown coverages? Is the offense going to turn the ball over? These are all big questions, and I can't wait to answer them all with you. I have to get down to Allegiant Stadium now, and there will be a much longer post-game show where we can actually talk about football being played. But guys, please shoot me a DM while you're at the game. I'd love to meet you. Please, I want to interact with you. And let's run, guys. Let's roll. We did it. We made it through the offseason of court battles and stuff. We made it. And I just can't wait. Thank you, my man. Thank you, Reno Hater. Appreciate you. Hope you have fun playing some island golf down there. Guys, I'll see you at the game. Let's go. Let's run. It's time. The Mullen era begins right now. I can't wait. All right, guys. See you down there. Let's run.